Hey guys, this is Shubham. Today I'll be introducing you to a small video which tells you about the introduction to basic machine learning models using R as a platform. Before starting this tutorial, let me be clear about two things. First, that during this whole video I'll be talking mostly in terms of R. So I think you should first get in touch with basic R knowledge, like what are the functions, what are the basic data types, because like you will be dealing with matrices, data frames, lapply, mapply and all these functions. So it's good that you get to know these better first, then start with these videos. So I assume that you must have gone through these basic concepts first. Secondly, I'll be taking help from the book, like in terms of pictures and somewhat text from book like this. This is Machine Learning with R, and this is from Pack publication, written by Brett Lenz. And this is actually a very good book in the sense that all the models explained in this book are very precise and thorough, and also it provides actual implementation in R. Second book which I'll like to say is An Introduction to Statistical Learning with Application in R. This is written by famous statisticians Trevor Hasty and Robert Tibishirani. So then let's start. Another thing that I want to tell is the basic outline of this whole video. First, I'll be introducing you all with a small introduction with machine learning, and secondly then I'll move on to basic models along with the code and the results, and at the last there will be some inference. So let's begin. So what is machine learning? You all might be wondering what is machine learning. You might have heard this buzzword, like what is machine learning everywhere. So let me tell you something. One area of technology that is helping improving the services that we use on our smartphones and on the web is machine learning. Sometimes the term machine learning and artificial intelligence get used as a synonym, especially when big name companies want to talk about as their latest innovation. However, AI and machine learning are two quite distinct yet connected areas of computing. See, the difference is like the goals of AI is to create a machine which can mimic a human mind, and to do that it needs some learning capabilities. However, the goal of AI researchers are quite broad and include not only learning but also knowledge representation, reasoning, and even things like abstract thinking. So whereas machine learning on the other hand is solely focused on writing software which can learn from past experience. So I think you can point out the differences between these two. So what you might find most astonishing is that machine learning is actually more closely related to data mining and statistical analysis than AI. So let's look at what actually machine learning is in its conventional definition form. A commonly cited formal definition of machine learning proposed by computer scientist Tom M. Mitchell says that a machine is said to learn if it is able to take experience and utilize it such that its performance improves upon similar experiences in the future. To put that more simply, like say if a computer program can improve how it performs a task by using previous experience, then you can say it has learned. This is quite different of a program which can perform a task because its programmers have already defined all the parameters and data needed to perform the task. For example, a computer program can play tic-tac-toe because a programmer wrote the code with a built-in winning strategy. However, a programmer that has no predefined strategy and only has a set of rules about the legal moves and what is a winning scenario will need to learn by repeatedly playing the game. This does not only apply to games. It also is true of programs which perform classification and prediction. Classification is the process whereby a machine can recognize and categorize things from a data set, including from visual data and measurement data. Prediction, which is also known as regression in statistics, is where a machine can predict the value of something based on previous value. For example, given a set of characteristics about a house, how much is it worth based on previous house sales? So that leads us to another definition of machine learning. It is extraction of knowledge from data. You have a question you are trying to answer and you think the answer is in the data. That is why machine learning is related to statistics and data mining. So how do machines learn? Basically, there are 3 steps involved. First is, let me put down the So how do machines learn? Machines simply learn, like, what are the steps involved? Like, there is a data. This data is like not cleaned. It's like some irregular data, large chunk of data, like from sensors and all these things. We get a large amount of data, and this data we need to clean. There will be some methodology applied for cleaning and like proper categorization of data, so that this data can be applied to some model, and this model can infer from that data and provide some abstraction, and this abstraction can be further put into some test data, and this test data can give some prediction or some classification or some generalization based on this abstraction. So basically 3 steps are involved in this total machine learning. First, collection of data, and this is some model which we fit our data into, and then we generalize our test data or some testing prototype, and we generalize and predict our results. So what happens at the back? See, machines are like humans in the sense that they also apply heuristic approach when taking decisions. What are heuristics? Heuristics are educated guesses about where to find the most important concepts. For example, one of the most famous heuristic kind is anchoring. Anchoring means, like, if in the past you have done something and at present you want to take some decision, so what you will do, you will recall the most famous memory of yours and decide on the basis of that yeah, I have done that, so I will do that. Same is the case with machines. Based on the past experience, machines decide which category an entity belongs to. But just like humans make errors, machines also do. Like, the heuristics employed by machine learning algorithms also sometimes result in erroneous conclusions. Like, for example, suppose these are the faces, like in reality these are the faces. These are the faces, like this is a data set which we are providing to a machine learning model, and based on this data set our machine has learned that this is a face. But what if there's a face wearing a goggle? What if the face has small eyes? What if the skin color is dull or much fairer? Then there's some bias in this kind of face. So this biasing thing can happen because anyway, humans make errors, machine will also do. So the algorithm might then have trouble with or be biased against faces that do not conform to its model. Okay, so error can happen. Like for example, take these pictures. The first picture is like, this is the test data which has been supplied to a model depicting somewhat kitchen or something. So this model has correctly identified that there is a kitchen with a stove and a snake. Likewise, these are a group of sheep standing in a fenced enclosure. Similarly, a box of donut with a cup of coffee. See, there's no cup of coffee, but it has tried its best possible approach to identify things, but it couldn't. Likewise, in this left bottom picture, it has identified a man is sitting on a couch with a laptop, but this is different thing. Similarly, a woman holding a surfboard in the sand. So as you all can see that machine learning models provide an approximate result, but not as good as humans do. I will also point out a fact that machine will learn much slower as compared to humans. So you will be thinking, what are the steps you should apply to machine learning to your data? So first is collecting data. Collecting data means there are various approaches, various options, so from which you can collect data. Like there are sensors, there are like everywhere you can find data on net, anywhere. So this is not a problem. Like the real problem is exploring and preparing the data. Why I am emphasizing on this second option is because if your data is not like properly cleaned, and secondly it's not properly categorized to which prediction or to which classification you are taking this data and training your model, so it will give you an erroneous result. So you should be much careful about what type of data you are dealing with. Actually, I must emphasize on the fact that you should be clear about the data what you are dealing with, because based on this data only you will in future choose what model you will use for training the data. Third, as you all can see that this is a training a model on the data, then evaluating a model performance and improving a model performance. Evaluating a model performance can be done using like taking some error or some purity measure, or there are some t statistics or some other error measures, so that you can model the accuracy of your model. Choosing a machine learning algorithm. As I said earlier, the process of choosing a machine learning algorithm involves matching the characteristics of the data to be learned to the biases of the available approaches. Since the choice of a machine learning algorithm is largely dependent upon the type of data you are analyzing and the proposed task at hand, it is often helpful to be thinking about this process while you are gathering, exploring, and cleaning your data. So as you can see, I said in the earlier slide, like in this, collecting the data and exploring and preparing the data, these two are very important tasks. But in this video, like you are readily available with the data sets, we will not be dealing with these two options. We will be just simply using the training a model on the data, evaluating model performance, and improving the model performance. So but as a data scientist, you are you will be very much appreciated if you explore your data thoroughly and clean your data, because cleaning the data is very important task and requires a lot of time, because you need to know what type of data you will be training your model with. If it's erroneous, then it will give incorrect results, so you want your model to give more accurate results. So let's see a typical data set. What is a data set? Simply, data set is simply which you will provide to your model to train. So what are the features? Terms in data set. First, an example is nothing but like this is a simple car data set which has year, model, price, mileage, color, transmission. These are actually the attributes, or in terms of R you can say features. So what is an example? Example is nothing but a tuple. Tuple means an observation in this data set, like 2011 cell 219927413 yellow auto. So this is a example. Unit of observation, like in this is an year. So year, like year is an observation. Like price is in like rupees. Mileage is like in kilometer per liter or miles per liter, and this is like color, and transmission is auto or manual. So this is simply a unit of observation. Feature can be of two types, like numeric or nominal or categorical. Like price, mileage, these are like numeric. And what are nominal and categorical? Year is simply categorical, because this thing, as you can see, these 2 to 5 rows provide a category of 2011, like these are the cars of 2011 year. Same is for 2010, 11 and 12. Likewise, this is for model, this is for cell model, this is for SE model, and this is transmission is auto. But you can have a data set where there is different category of manual. So this is a typical data set, and which you will be dealing with. So it is advisable that you should be looking your data set more carefully, get inference out of it, like what does it mean, what it implies. So it's good to see your data set first. So there are two kinds of learning, supervised and unsupervised. Supervised, we have training data with correct answers, like we provide some data which has actually got results. Second, we use this training data to prepare some algorithms. We provide this training data to a certain model, some model we provide, and then this model will get trained, and then we give our test data and we get some predictions or some classification or some perceptions. And second category is unsupervised data. We have no notion of training data as such. We just throw our data into the algorithm and hope it makes some kind of sense out of the data. Like we actually studied in class about k-means, clustering. So like that only, we have some data, like there is a group of data, and there is another group, so by somewhat characteristics or some, we like I said, data set has features. So based on the features only, this unsupervised learning, it characterizes these observations in some clusters so that it can club them in certain labels, and using these labels, if I provide some test data, it can, based on the distances or something, it can classify in this cluster or this cluster based on their characteristics. So let's move on. What are some type of algorithms you will see? These are like prediction, classification, clustering and associated learning. Prediction is like simply predicting based on the past knowledge. Predicting as in like weather forecast, like how much millimeter it's gonna rain tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Classification is like what is it? A famous example is like an email is spam or ham. So based on the some pattern in kind of words, we can classify whether an email is spam or ham. Clustering, as I said in the unsupervised learning, it's basically to club the observations which have similar type of characteristics in with a certain label. Associated learning is like seeing what often appears together with what. So let's move on. See, so in this snap is like this provides a gist actually when to use these these models like nearest neighbor, naive Bayes, decision trees, classification, rule learners. These are all used in classification tasks. And linear regression trees, model trees are used for numeric predictions. And neural network support vector machines are like used in both cases. And unsupervised learning, as I said, k-means is the famous approach used. So guys, this is the simple introduction to machine learning. In the next video I'll be talking about basic linear regression model.